Hello, my loves. My name is Vanessa, and on this channel, we talk about all things spirituality, self-concept, self-confidence, and how you can use all of this tool to boost your self-worth and lose weight. So I talk about a lot of physical body changes. I personally was able to manifest a 60-pound weight loss, and I wouldn't have been able to do it if I didn't love myself. Today, we are talking about authenticity. What is it? Why is it so important in the day and age? You hear the word going around so often, but like, how do you get there? How do you actually share your voice from a true, authentic place? Let's get started. So what is authenticity? Why is it important right now? Authenticity is your voice. So I've established in a lot of my other videos, we are source. We are an ocean of source. We are a sea of everything you see and don't see is source. And we are drops of source. So we are God experiencing itself through our eyes. We're here to have a good time. We're here to have fun. This is a playground, and we are the creators playing in the playground. We can manifest anything instantly. We can have whatever we want. In previous timelines, main concept has been to shut people down, to take away the light. It's been a very fear-based belief system, and this was because it was beneficial to a select group of people. There are entities in the world that feed off of fear, and so this was like a hub of fear because it's so dense here, and we forget pretty much instantly about our soul mission and about what we were here to do in the first place. So now moving into a vibration of love, which we're coming into the age of Aquarius. The highest version of ourselves, different timeline version of ourselves, extraterrestrial version of ourselves, which there are probably in communication with you right now as a higher version of you. They are telepathic, and you can't hide anything. You can't hide. If you have intentions, they will be known instantly. There's nothing, because they exist in a higher frequency. It's all love, and it's all fully acceptance. That is where our timeline is headed. That is where humanity is heading. In the age of, you can't hide anything. Energy, people are starting to understand what energy is. People feel the veil is super thin. Like, you can feel when someone doesn't have good intentions. You can feel when someone is lying. Like, this is now more and more, as people are going through their spiritual awakenings, more and more common knowledge that you can't hide shit. So what does that mean? If you are coming from a place of trying to please others, coming from a place of trying to be like other people because you think you'll be more liked, if you're softening your message because you don't want to upset anyone, if you're trying to just be liked instead of being you, people can feel it. Like, it's in the air. That's why it's so important to, if you have a message, to deliver it as yourself. Now, in that same scope of having a message to share, we all do. And authenticity simply means finding what your message is. There's no one else like you in the entire multiverse. There could even be like parallel versions of you, but even in those, there is no one you, the way that you experience it, the way that you are experiencing source consciousness. In order to package that up and present that to others, it's a bit about finding purpose. It's a bit about finding how you can help the collective with your perspective, especially if you're here. You're probably a starseed, you're probably a lightworker. You have a voice. You have a voice to share. Finding your voice could be something as easy as sharing something that you went through. Like, maybe you went through triggering but sexual abuse. And now you teach other people to overcome it because it's something that you were able to overcome. And no one overcame it the way that you did. And the way that you overcame it can help someone else. So you see where I'm going, where it's essential for you to share who it is that you are, and no one does it like you. Tying it back to weight loss, because that's what I do. That's what I teach people to do, is to manifest weight loss. I was able to find my self-worth, finally love myself, and I'm able to teach people how to do it now energetically from a spiritual perspective. Why is this so important? Because self-worth is the biggest thing that you could possibly work on in this lifetime. This entire thing, this entire universe is for you to experience what you came here to experience, which is whatever the hell you want. Normally blatantly in your face, it's probably something that you went through. It's probably something that you overcame. If you're trying to be liked, if you're trying to be palatable, if you're trying to be, someone else, people can smell it off of you. For me personally, I teach people how to lose weight, but I do it from a spiritual perspective. No other weight loss coach is gonna tell you that the reason you can't lose weight is because you haven't dealt with your emotional baggage. That is my unique perspective, and that is the way that I found works for me, so that I can package that up and hand that to other people and be of service to others. So do you see how my unique voice is different from others because of what I've been able to experience? Yours could look something different. Yours can be like, maybe you've always been spiritual, maybe you're a starseed and you've been able to overcome sexual trauma, for example. Your voice is so uniquely yours. No one else can do it like you. And that's why it's so important to express that part of you. But how are you going to know that? You keep inviting people into your aura, you keep taking advice from others instead of listening to yourself. I had a hard time putting on content that you don't have to diet and exercise in order to lose weight. And I had a hard time talking about aliens and energy and spirituality because I wasn't sure how it was going to be accepted. It's being accepted more than ever because that's who I am. I'm a very mystical person. I don't believe in the 3D. I'm not from here, I completely believe in the mysticism of it, of the energy of it, and that's what I'm choosing to lean more into because that's who I am. A lot of times it's those parts of you that you think aren't going to be accepted that end up being your authentic voice. If you grew up listening to others instead of yourself, if you grew up with a family who liked to interject their opinions onto you, always knew what was best for you, was always trying to control your opinion or your experience of the world, it can be hard to hear your own voice. Now as an adult, you're probably seeking outside advice a lot. Maybe people-pleasing behaviors, maybe trying to keep the peace with everyone, maybe trying to tiptoe around other people's opinions and stuff, and that can lead to inauthenticity because you can't hear your own voice. What I need you to do is to stop seeking outside advice and outside opinions for your problems and start tuning inward, because that's going to help you connect back with your internal voice, your internal authentic self. If this video helped at all, don't forget to follow me over on TikTok. I do offer one-on-one coaching specifically for weight loss. You got this as always, and don't forget to like and subscribe.